Hello and welcome back to Patrick Harris Horsemanship. So today we're working with Brutus again. This is his third time in the yards. This afternoon he's had a bit of a catch-up, a rehash on what he's already learnt. He's still struggling with the stick a little bit, but we're ready to move on to putting a saddle cloth and a roller on him. So let's go. Okay, so Brutus is standing fairly politely where he is at the moment, so I'm just going to walk up to him, introduce myself again, let him have a look at the rug, at the saddle cloth, and then get up along this offside of him. So here I am, next to him. Good boy. Flies are a bit, how you going out here today? So over I come again. Good boy. Yeah, you're right, old mate. What do you reckon about it all, eh? So, good boy. So here we are. What's wrong, mate? Good boy. On it goes for his first time, and it's on. Come back, just reassure him. Good boy. So now we want to get this. Hey, hey, good boy. Good boy. We'll put this roller on now. The sun's going down. It's Friday evening. We'll just get this on him. One of the tricky things about working with horses, if you're not doing it every day, I know a lot of the old timers used to take them and go at them in the one kind of thing for 6 weeks, and then they'd be broken in at the end of it. Then somebody'd get them and they'd ride them for another 3 months or so. Well, that's ideal, but sometimes you're not able to do that. The last time that this guy was handled was about 2.5 weeks ago, and this is the next time I've had a chance to get something on him. So we've got one of his mates over here having a bit of fun, which that's all. Good boy, easy, easy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Easy does it all, mate. So the saddle cloth's gone on a lot easier the second time. We'll just get rid of some of these burrs and that off it. It's not going to cause him any grief. So that's good. Now we'll get the roller on him. Good boy, steady, steady. Good boy. And the pressure on him is very little. As you can see, he's moving quite well off the pressure off the rope. Good boy, good boy. Yeah, you're all right. Now, we're expecting 8 days of rain to come up. So hopefully I get the opportunity to keep going with him. Got to be careful to get my hand out of there because that's pulling on him. And he's very much, hey, easy mate, easy. Good boy. Yeah, so that's pulling on him. My arm's pulling on him and he's bringing his head around to me fairly well. So we've got this roller's nearly ready for him. The idea about doing any of this kind of stuff is to make sure when you do it safely. So I just want to move that around a little bit. Walk back over here. Good boy. Now I want to come down this near side. Now he's had all this done when I was last in the yard with him. Easy. So when I was in the yard with him, he got a chance to have, I moved around him both sides. Now to come back in today and to expect him to do this is a pretty big expectation. But I believe if we do it right, and I'm not trying to bust him, I'm not trying to bust and tear and get everything done in one go, it should be nice and sweet for him. So I've just lost part of the mic there. Good boy. We'll just lengthen this up again. Yep. Back to the near side. And just as I get this hand under, nice. Good boy. So I'm going to let that swing. Just going to make another adjustment before we do this again. And once again, it's very important to make sure that all your gear's exactly how you want it before it goes on. Makes it more comfortable for Brutus. Safe for me. And the job a lot easier to get on with. So just come down under here. Yep, got that. Good boy. Put the first one on. Second. And we're just going to take it up bit by bit here. Okay, now that I've got that on, nice and steady, just want to put my hand up to him and just let him get a bit of reassurance, a bit of confidence in what we're doing. He's put his head back towards me then just the slightest bit. And it's more, with this little guy, it's more working with his nerves than anything. He's just broke out into a bit of a sweat, so we don't want to go too fast or too quick with him now. He's done everything that I want him to do, and now we just want him to learn to carry this roller and to go pretty gentle with it when he goes. Good boy. Woo. Now that's not too bad for a guy that's never had anything on him before. Good boy. Good boy. Now the important thing now is just to let him stand. There's no rush. There's no reason to get him cantered around or anything crazy. Just let him stand and get used to that feel. I'm going to move him. Good boy. When I get over, yep, good boy, good boy. Now as you can see, he's keeping focused on me, he's engaged with what I'm doing. Walk on, good boy. Walk on, walk on. Good boy. Now for a horse so old, we just want to walk on, go back this other way, walk on, good boy. Keep walking, walk on. That's not bad. So all we want him to do is just to walk and get this out. If he's go for this walk, go for these trots, he's got his tail hanging out. If you notice where his head's at, he's really engaged with me. So if I was to turn in, he's right on top of me. And I'm walking away from him, and now I'm going to go back and ask him to go back this other way. And because we've done that a couple of times, both sides before, he's working really well. If you notice where his head's at now, the adrenaline's right down. And if you watch later videos, we'll tell you the secret to that, or at the end of this video. I'm not sure whether we get a chance to or not. So as he comes around, we'll get him to come in again, and we'll get him to trot on, trot on, trot on. Good boy. Good boy. Very clever horse. So we're going to change directions with him in a moment. So we'll get him to come around, trot on. Now the horse almost has an uncanny ability to know what I'm going to do before I do it. And it's really important to be able to work with that, particularly if a horse like that's willing to work with you. You can make things go so much more smoother. Good boy. Now, as always, the goal is to keep our horses comfortable and smooth, but to refine it at all times. So if I can do it with a lead on, then if I can take it off, walk, and get him to do it at the walk with no pressure, without any control, without any restraints or anything like that, it really does show his softness. We've got other horses outside carrying on. Walk on. Walk, walk on. So we'll get him to come around. Walk, good boy. Walk on. Change direction. Walk. Yeah, I know. Walk on. Okay, trot on. So in the next video, we're going to be saddling him, Brutus. We might even do a bit of long reining, but we'll definitely start to look at putting a bridle on and getting him to mouth up a little bit. So until then, we look forward to talking to you then. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comment section. Now, if you would, please share and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so that any new videos come up that you get notified and you're able to keep up to date with what we're doing. Once again, liking the videos helps us move forward. Sharing them gets our message out to more people. And obviously the subscriptions, we're only a new channel and we look forward to all your support. Talk to you then. Good boy, good boy.